because like my final exams are pretty near.
Okay, when are they starting?
They are starting from 14th of March.
Okay, and when is Holi? Is it around that time?
Yes, yes. But uh, in the time of Holi, I think there will be 2 days like leave, maybe. I
Okay,
don't
when?
know about that, but it's starting from 14th of March.
And when is Holi? Do you know?
I think 20th. I don't know. I have
Okay,
totally forgot about it.
19th and 20th. So, what do you usually do on Holi, Adrija?
On Holi, well, I don't really visit my friends and all that like many people do. I just spend time with my family, like with my mom and dad. Like, we just, like, sometimes maybe I give a, what to say, that is a rangoli maybe, sometimes with that Holi.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, we just play with it because, we don't really do much in Holi.
You
We
play
just
with
sit at
what?
home.
Because I remember when I was young, I mean younger, I'm still young. When I was younger, I used to, I mean, with my little sister, we used to fill up water balloons and throw it at the people, going outside. And
Yeah, if I go to my sister's house, then I do all that. But otherwise, if I stay at my home, then it is just pretty normal like the other days.
hmm, I think, celebrating festivals with relatives, I mean, I think that makes more sense.
Yes.
You think? Because otherwise it just feels quite lonely. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. It has happened a lot of times.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and I think today our topic is internet, which is quite similar to the previous one. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So, have you gone through the PDF?
Yes, I just went through it. I just took a glance because like I was studying, so I didn't really notice it a lot.
Okay, okay, no worries. So, I don't know if the question is here or not, but what do you think, since we are using so much of internet, how do you think our life is going to change in the coming future?
Yes, I think the future is internet. Like nowadays, like internet is the most important thing in our lives. Like we cannot live one day without internet. So I think it is going to be like entirely internet. Like people are now working from homes, working with their internet. So nowadays, for these things, for studies, work, everything is going on the internet itself. So I think so. It will be pretty like it is. It is now also it is important. Like in the next generation, it is going to be much more important. Like everything is going to turn into online.
Mm-hmm. I think it is happening in Japan, uh, where you can actually taste the screen. Like they have made such a screen where, you can lick it and find out what kind of flavor the other person is trying to, make you taste. So the
Yes, yes.
technology is advancing so much. Probably, if you in future, if you need to go out and sleep on a mattress or check if a mattress is good for you or not, probably there would be a feature like that. You won't have to go there to have a
Yes, maybe
right.
anything can be possible nowadays. Like scientists are inventing so many weird things. Like that we didn't even think that it would be possible. So like anything is possible in the future.
Hmm. What comes to my mind is Doraemon, and I would really like an anywhere door.
Yes, totally.
Right? What
Yes.
about you? Would you like anything? I mean, I hope everyone, I think everyone watches or used to watch at least Doraemon,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I also like I used to watch it before, but now not really. Like maybe when I was really young, when I used to read in class 2 at that time. But nowadays I don't really watch cartoons a lot.
Okay, do you watch television?
Yes, I do watch televisions, but just movies and all those, not cartoon.
Okay, are you a movie person?
No, no, not really. I don't really watch movies a lot. Like maybe I haven't watched a movie for a long time. Like maybe once in a month also it can become.
Okay, because I'm more of an internet person than a TV person. What about you?
Yes, yes, me too. Like I think I watch YouTube more often than TV, because like yes, I yes, of course. Like I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. I listen to songs and all those. I don't really watch TV that often.
All right. Okay, if I ask you something, like what is something that you got to know recently? What's the last thing I could say? What's the last thing that you got to know through internet? Any news or something like that? Do you remember?
Yes, yes. Right now, this war between Russia and Ukraine is going on. Like, so I think I am just like, sometimes I do watch news, but there are also news on Google. So I think yes, that is keeping in the internet is keeping me really like updated with the news, what is happening and what is not happening. So yes, I would tell about that.
Ah, right, right, right. Absolutely. Hmm. Okay. And I can hear some music. Some celebration going on?
Really? Yes, yes. I think so. I don't know. Maybe in some other house. I don't know. It's too noisy over here.
That's no, not a problem. Okay.
Can you
And
hear me all right?
I can hear you, but also,
Okay.
the background music.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Okay. So, all right. There are disadvantages and advantages of internet. So what do you think? Do you think students should also be able to, use internet? Should they be given the internet?
What about begin? Like they are already using it. Like right now due to online classes, it's like necessary for everyone to use the internet. I mean students. So like yes, I think so. Students should use the internet, but use it in the good way, like not to distract people, and that all. So yes.
Right. Every coin has two sides. Similarly, when we are exposed to the advantages of something, we are also exposed to the disadvantages of it.
I cannot hear it at all due to the music.
Yes, I can.
It's so noisy over here, like my ears are bursting out.
Things always happen at the unexpected time, right?
Yes, totally.
What's going on? Is it the marriage season?
Yes, maybe. I don't know anything what is going on, but it's too noisy over here.
Okay. What about you? Are you a traditional person? Are you traditional or
Yes, um, I do enjoy celebrating traditional festivals and all that. And also, I love to visit marriage ceremonies. And yes, I love traditional things, but I'd not say like I am that much of a traditional person, like following those rules and all those. So, not really, but yes, I love enjoying them.
okay, okay. And what about you? Told me that you live in West Bengal, right? Where in West
Yes.
Bengal do you live?
I live in the north of West Bengal. Like, do you know Darjeeling?
Sorry?
Darjeeling?
Yes, I do.
Yes, yes. So it's pretty near to Darjeeling.
Okay. I've always heard that, West Bengal is one of the cheapest state. For example, everything is available for, we could say, we don't have to, spend a fortune on everything.
Yes, yes.
And the street food is quite famous there.
Yes, totally. Like I love enjoying street foods, golgappas and like momos and all those. They are found over here and it's pretty tasty, I have to say.
Right, right. I was planning to visit West Bengal someday. Which city should I start with? Kolkata?
Yes, of course. Like Kolkata is the most beautiful city in West Bengal. But if you love mountains, then you need to come to Darjeeling. And if you love sea beach, then you need to go to Digha. Like,
Hmm.
West Bengal has everything. Even
Oh,
sea beach, mountains, city, everything.
city. I have also heard that it's very friendly place. It's a very friendly place, and women are actually safe there even at middle of the night. Even at 12 p.m. Sorry, a.m. Right? Is that true?
I don't know about Kolkata because, like Kolkata, I would not say that it is much. It is a safe city. I think it is safer than Delhi and all those, but it's not safe that much. I have to say, like Kolkata is pretty unsafe. But the smaller towns, like where I live in, these are pretty safe. Like crimes does not really happen over here. Crimes do not really happen.
I get you, I get you. Because that's what my teacher told me that, Kolkata is, it's like at midnight also the lights are on and, you can see people on the streets. So that it's
Yes,
quite
yes, that is true.
okay. So what is one thing or, what are a couple of things that you'd like to tell me or anyone who plans to visit Kolkata or not Kolkata?
Um, Yes, yes, because I have also not went to Kolkata that many times. Yes, I have because one of my aunts live there. But if I tell about visiting Kolkata, then you need to visit the Victoria Memorial. It's really, really beautiful. And then, if you, yes, there is a science. I don't know what to say about that. I just forgot the name. Yeah, there is another thing. There is Belur Math. Do you know Swami Vivekananda?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, yes. So I think he started that, and it is really beautiful. You need to go. I just really loved it a lot. And then apart from Kolkata, like there are a lot of places to visit in Kolkata, but apart from that, there are these like Darjeeling. If I say, because I have visited Darjeeling, over there you should try the toy train. Like it is one of the UNESCO World Heritage, so it's pretty beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Okay.
The sceneries and everything, they're really beautiful. And sea beach, then Digha. I would say that Digha is a pretty nice sea beach, but everything is like, there are many concrete places. Like there are not so many beaches. There are concrete places in the beaches, but it's still a very nice destination if you love beaches.
I've heard of Darjeeling. I mean, it's quite famous, isn't it? At the border of something? Yeah.
It's at the border of Sikkim.
Ah, yes. What kind of climate do you have there?
It's really cold. In Darjeeling, it's like it snows in the winters too. But like a few, like some cities after Darjeeling, like where I live, it's not really cold. Like it doesn't go to negative and never snows.
Oh,
But in Darjeeling, yes, it's really cold. Like I think the entire year it is pretty cold, but in the winter it just like it snows. So you can imagine how much cold it is.
don't you stay in Darjeeling?
No, I don't stay in Darjeeling. I stay like, I don't know, maybe 4 hours or 5 hours drive from Darjeeling. So it's a
Oh,
bit far, but not too far.
I've never, seen snow. So have you?
Yes, yes, I have. I was really young when I first saw snow in Kashmir.
Hmm. I see in Kashmir. Oh, I think you've traveled a lot, have you?
Yes, yes, of course. Like I love traveling, so my parents do, and we have traveled to a lot of parts of India and abroad too.
Okay, okay. Where did you go outside?
Outside, at first, my first trip was when I was 4 years old. Yes, when I was 4 years old, and it was to Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia. And then I went to Mauritius and Dubai, and then to Europe. Yes, I visited 10 countries of Europe,
Mhm.
and China,
At,
Maldives, Sri Lanka, Bali. These are some.
at what age?
Um, which at what age? Like Europe?
I mean, when was your first travel abroad? You remember
My
it?
first travel abroad was when I was 4 years old.
Oh, do you still remember it even though you were four?
Mm, not really. I have forgot my trip to Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand because I just don't remember it. I hoped I would remember it, but right now I just don't. So I'm really eagerly looking forward to visit those places again.
Last time, what did I tell you? I'm eagerly looking forward to.
Oh, I'm eagerly looking forward to visiting
Yes,
visiting
perfect.
that places again.
Hmm. So, were those business trips of your dad or your mom?
No, no, no. It was just like trips. During the puja vacation, we used to go.
All right, all right. Okay, puja vacation. I don't know. I think that must be something related to West Bengal.
It's Durga Puja. During the Durga Puja, we get like a 1 month vacation. So at that time, we visit a lot of places.
Okay, I did know that, Durga Puja is, I mean, it's a thing in Kolkata and in, everywhere in West Bengal. But I didn't know that you guys have a month break.
Yes, yes, we do have in
Okay.
October.
And I think West Bengal people there eat a lot of seafood. Do you eat a lot of seafood?
Yes, fish especially. Like West Bengal people have to eat fish. Like we have to have fish in our diet.
Oh,
So every time we eat fish, like fish is a very necessary thing. So yes, like me, every day I have to eat fish.
every
I do
day.
like it. Yes.
Since I'm a vegetarian, I don't know what fish tastes like. I've tried other things, but never fish. I'm kind of a little scared how it would taste.
It tastes nice. I'd not say better than chicken, but yes, it tastes nice.
Okay, I'm sure it has its own benefits.
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay, so Adrija, you said I used to visit marriage ceremonies. What's wrong with that?
Um, I used to visit marriage ceremonies. I don't know.
You could, you cannot visit marriage ceremonies because it's not a place. You could say I
Oh,
visited
yes, yes,
husband, I visited Delhi. You can say I used to attend marriage ceremonies.
yes, yes, right. Attend.
hmm And you use the word used to. When do we use used to?
Like when we used to go there, like before,
The
not
past?
now.
Right, right, right. Absolutely. Okay. You said I have also not went to Kolkata. What's wrong there?
I have also not gone to Kolkata.
Right, right, right. Okay. Then Thailand. What's that?
Thailand.
Not land, Thailand. Thailand.
Thailand. Okay,
Okay.
Thailand.
Okay. Next one, Brait, Britain. Oh, I don't know how.
Britain.
Hmm. So a lot of people call it as Britain. Okay. Say it as Britain.
Britain.
Thailand. Okay.
Sure.
And the last one, you said, so my parents do. I also do it, and so my parents do. How do you say that in a proper way?
And me and my parents both do.
Uh-huh. You can say, so do my parents.
Yes, yes.
So do my parents. For example, if I say, I like pizza, what will you say?
So do I.
Yes. If I say, um, I don't like mean people, what will you say?
So don't I?
No. So do I is only used for positive sentence.
Okay, okay.
When there are similarity, when there's similarity in positive sentences, you say, so do I.
I
And
can
it
say me neither over there. Me neither.
is, but better would be, neither do I.
Neither do I. Yes, yes.
Okay, that would make more sense. All right then, Adrija, do you have any questions?
It's all right. No.
Okay, perfect. So, see you next time then.
Yes.
Good night to you.
Good
Sleep like
night.
a baby. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.